In this video, you're going to learn about GimKit, which is an awesome game, similar to Kahoot, but way more fun. For students, it's great for assessment and other things. So the first thing you want to do is go to GimKit.com and you want to sign up. Now, you need to know that basic free only gives you 5 games. So the problem, that's a problem. So you'll notice that I'm in my personal account because I've already used up my free games in my .ca account. And then I know that I'll have my K-12 account when I'm done. So, and you don't have to worry about it being in your personal account necessarily because students won't have to come in here, right? You as a teacher are signing up, so you don't necessarily have to worry about it being a yellow tool. So I'm signing up with Google. And I'm going to be using it as an educator. And I'm going to have to put in country. There we go. And high school. And I don't know, what's my area of expertise? Oh, look, it has librarian. So you would put teacher in your area of expertise. The reason for that is there are existing games in here as well that you could probably use. So you can hit, there's a search for kits. So if I wanted something around media, I could search it. And one of my free could be, I would take a look at some of these questions and see what I think of them, and I could just use that kit, okay? But I don't want to reuse it. I'm going to show you how to create it. So it's called a kit. I'm going to put new kit, and I'm going to give it a name, and I'm going to call it review, whatever. It's just such a great review tool. I'm going to put English. And it continues to say my subject is librarian, which doesn't really matter. I love this, right? I could create a cover photo for my game. So for Student Appreciation Week, we had like a funky student appreciation thing. Maybe this is going to be a media review. So let's see what Unsplash. Unsplash is awesome for free to use or share. So I'm going to hit that. And literally, I can add from a question bank, I can import from a spreadsheet, or I could just add questions. So I'm going to add my first question, and I can have a photo, which is really awesome, and I can add audio. So these are really neat features that you wouldn't get. So you would put your first answer here, can't even spell, and then my incorrect here. And I would just do this. I would copy and paste until I get all of the questions I want. Now, one of the things that distinguishes this game from other games is that you do get the opportunity to answer questions more than once. So the young person who created GimKit actually didn't like the fact that you only got one chance at a question. He wanted to be able to skill build. And so basically that's why he's made it in such a way that you could you have more than one opportunity to answer questions. So this is why it's such a great review. Okay, so I'm going to just go finish kit for now, and I'm going to go to an existing kit just to show you what it looks like. So this is how, again, I would play this live. I would give my students, give it a second. I would, obviously you would never do it with just one question, but you would go classic. You could do it based on time, or you can have them race with one another. Okay, in order to get a certain amount of cash. I always seem to do minutes because I don't want them to play it for so long. So I would maybe do 5 minutes. Now, this is important. This game is different than most other review games because it allows you to buy power ups and to get more money, right? So there is strategy involved in this, which is why one of the students on student council said, I have a big assignment, but I can't stop playing this game. It really is fun for them. So you would give them maybe some starting cash, like, I just gave my kids $250. I allow them to see the correct answer. I have music playing. The clapping is annoying, your call, but I would take that off. I have join in late because what I want my students to do is I want them to be able to, if Wi-Fi isn't working and they jump out, then I want them to be able to rejoin up again, and then I give them power up opportunities. So that's what you do, and you can also do team mode, which is really great. And then when you start the game, you basically are going to ask your students to go to gimkit.com/play. They enter the code that is there. You hit start game, you'll be able to see the number of players here, and you could just share this on your Google Class. You can share it sort of independently as an assignment as well. I'll show you what that looks like. So I could assign it as homework, for example. And what that looks like is a little different. So I pick a due date, I pick the class. So I have to create a class. I also give them money. 500,000 is way too much. It took a long time for the kids to make 500,000. Joseph made 25,000, so that's doable. You don't want them playing for a long, long time. You maybe want them playing for 15 minutes. And you can start them off with cash if you want. And then you create an assignment and it will give you a link. So there are 2 ways to play, also team mode. Try it. I think you'll love it. And let me know if you have any questions.